Hello, my friends. It's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I have been going through my good midlife crisis, where I am journeying through my 40s, working oh so hard to get my poop in a group. In order to do this, I have been working on my physical, my financial, and my mental health. Today is the last day of February. It is Friday, February the 28th, 2025, and we are going to be working on my financial health. We're going to be budgeting out $2,170.40 using the app YNAB, or You Need a Budget, but we're going to be talking slightly about my mental health and my physical health as we work on my financial health, because I have updates on both of those, and those both do affect my financial health. So this is a primary focus on my financial health, but I'm going to dip slightly into the other two. The physical health, I'm just going to say that I'm going to tomorrow start filming little daily updates, kind of a la Kaylee from Just Finance. I like the way she's been doing her physical health. I'm not going to go into as depth. I'm not a vlogger. Maybe I'll get better at vlogging, but I'm just really bad at remembering to film myself. I'm really bad at that. But I want to do little daily kind of updates of what I'm doing. I have set myself a goal. If you watched my March budget setup in the Budget by Paycheck book, I set myself a goal of losing 5 pounds in the month of March. And I'm going to see if I can do it. And I'm going to try to hold myself accountable by checking in, if not every day, every couple of days with y'all and seeing where I am. So I can't promise it'll have a weekly update, but maybe every couple of weeks update on that. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say about my physical health. My mental health way more affects my budget. So you will see when I shrink myself, actually it's going to go that way, I'm going to shrink myself up into the corner, that there is a large overspent. I made a decision last week to do something for my mental health. It's kind of also for my physical health, but it's mainly for my mental health. And that is to hire somebody to come in and deep clean my house. So for the last 6-7 months, maybe almost a year, there has been a lot going on in my life that I haven't talked to y'all about, because a lot of it is not my stuff. It affects me. It affects my mental health a lot. But it's not my stuff, so I can't talk about it. But it has affected my mood. It has affected my desire, my willingness to really clean my house. I've done the dusting and the vacuuming, but I haven't taken the stuff off my counter and cleaned my counters. I haven't moved my furniture and vacuumed under my couch. And then especially when Emmett passed in December, and Emmett is my dog, for those of you who are new, he was my dog. I have had a really, really hard time motivating myself to vacuum him up, because I knew once I vacuumed my house, he would be gone. So I was having a really hard time with that. And I have spot dusted, because the sun will hit your house at a certain angle and you're like, oh my goodness, I have to clean that. And I clean up after myself when I cook and I do my dishes, and I'm not living in squalor. Like, don't worry about me. I'm not living in squalor. I'm not in a deep depression. I'm not cleaning my house, but it needed to be cleaned. And so a friend reached out and let me know that she had found a really good cleaning service that was very affordable, because I had been looking into it and everybody was like $500, $600, $700. And I was like, I can't do that. So I reached out to them. I got a quote, $250 for a deep clean of my house. And my house is, it's not huge, but it's a 4-bedroom house. It's a pretty big house. So I told them, yes, come. And they came yesterday. $250. They were here for 4.5 hours. I just can't beat that. And now my house is beautiful. Dusted, vacuumed, cleaned my baseboards, washed all of my counters, cleaned all of my ceiling fans, cleaned all of my vents out. My house is spotless. I love it. It wasn't in my budget, but I did it for my mental health, and I needed it, and I do not regret this. But now I have to figure out where I'm going to pull this from. So I sat down this morning, and yes, this is my work list, my work calendar, but I sat down. I forgot that if I have my computer unplugged, it goes black. I sat down and I figured out where I'm going to pull it from. So as I shrink myself, that's the first thing we're going to do is cover that $250 that I paid. And if you are in the Leander area and looking for a very affordable cleaning service, Leander, Liberty Hill, Texas area, DM me and I will send you their information because they were fantastic. They did an amazing job and they were so affordable and they were just the nicest people. It's a brother and sister and they were amazing. Anyway, what am I saying? Okay. Also for my mental health, that really, really helped me this week is Sweet Ellie finally decided to grace us with her presence. And I also got to go see her yesterday. And I will put some pictures of Sweet Ellie and her family and her brothers. I did share this on Instagram and on my community post, so hopefully you will have seen her, but I will put a couple of pictures here. I did get to go see her yesterday, so I haven't shared any pictures of me and her, well, at least not publicly. I obviously shared them with friends, but anyway, this is my baby, my Sweet Ellie, and her brother Joe, who is my oldest great nephew, thinks she is perfect. He adores her. He just wants, when he's in the room with her, he wants to hold her, he wants to kiss her. Jet cannot care less about her. He doesn't acknowledge her existence. He will look anywhere but at her. So the difference in the boys is hilarious. I asked Joe yesterday when I was leaving if I could take her with me, and he said, no, mine. He wouldn't let me take her. And then I said he could come too, but then I came home. So I didn't get to take either of them with me. It was sad. Y'all, I forgot I owned this mug. I have 2 panda mugs I forgot I owned because I've been using only my YNAB and my Good Midlife Crisis mugs. And then they're both in the dishwasher. And I was like, what am I going to drink? Oh, I have panda mugs. Okay, y'all. I have so much to budget and it's already 7:26. So I'm going to shrink myself into the corner. I wanted to go over those updates with y'all. Sweet Ellie is here. I got my house cleaned. My mom is feeling better. We still haven't celebrated her birthday. Oh, and I did pay off Texel. So at the end of last week, and I put a pinned comment at the end of last week's video that I forgot that I had not covered my ecclesial expenses. I, for some reason, just skipped that last week. So I pulled that out of Texel and moved it up to ecclesial expenses. But then yesterday when I closed out my budget, I took all of whatever was left and I covered the rest of Texel. So it's ready to go. So I have $100 ready to go. I'm going to go to my credit union where all my checking account is, pull out $100 today or tomorrow and go over to Texel and deposit it there because you can't transfer between those banks. I could, if I call Texel and get their wire transfer information, go over to my Austin Telco where my actual checking account is, and request a wire transfer and then wait 3 days for that, but then there'd be a fee. I could just go to one bank and draw out the cash and deposit it in the other bank, and then it's instantaneous and there's no fee. So I'm going to do that at some point this weekend and pay off the rest of that card. But other than that, the rest of the card is paid off. I only have $100 left on that card, so we are good to go on that. Now I'm going to put every other penny toward American Express, and then that will be paid off, and then we're good. We are good. Okay, so let's shrink up into the corner, if I can find my mouse, and get started on today's budget. So I only am going to put a handful of things into my February budget, and then we are going to switch into March and do all my March budgeting, because today is the first day of my March budget, because today's the last day of February. So this is the first day of my March budget. Okay, first thing we're going to do is go categorize this. This was her Venmo name. I'm going to categorize this as household because I'm not sure what else I would put it under. It was house cleaning, so I'm going to call that household. I'm going to set that coffee over there so I don't knock it over. And there's nothing in household right now because I spent my household for this month. So what I have decided to do is go back to my, I have to move me. Okay. I am going to put Oh, I just put it over here. Okay, so I'm going to cover it with $50 of my YNAB, and then I'm just going to every month put $50, cover my YNAB back, because my YNAB isn't due until February of next year. So I have plenty of time to refill my YNAB. YNAB is the software that I use, and it is an annual expense, but I already have it funded. So I'm going to move $50 to household. And I could technically cover $100 of it with this, but I don't want to start over. And I have other money in other categories I can use. So $50 from household. I'm going to take $30 from my vacation fund because I'm not planning a vacation. I'm going to do something small for my birthday, but that's not till July. So I'm going to take $30 and move it to household. I'm going to take from my self-care, and I did do some other things for self-care this week, just little things, but I spent a bunch of money, but I needed them. I've just been completely neglecting, I don't even know where self-care is right now because I'm talking. I've been completely neglecting my mental health lately, and it's been showing. I've definitely needed to focus on that. So $20, so from household, so that is 50, 100, so that's $100. Okay, so then now I am still $150 short. I am going to, normally at the beginning of every month, I put $150 into gifts and giving and $150 into household. Is it 150 or 100? 100 into house. Oh, I'm only putting $100 into gifts and giving. That's okay. I'm only putting $100 into gifts and giving and $150 into household. So I am going to cover $50 out of gifts and giving and $100 out of household. So each of those will now get, I'm going to put the rest of the $150 into here from my ready to assign. Oh, I'm just going to put it here. Oh my goodness, y'all, I forgot how to use YNAB all of a sudden. Here, plus 150, just from ready to assign. So that is covered now. That is fully covered. And then when I get into next month, I'm only going to assign. So I put $50 from gifts and giving. So I'm just going to go do this right now before I forget when I get into gifts and giving, when I get in here and I forget what I was doing. When I get to gifts and giving for the month, y'all, I do this all the time and I can't remember where it is. Gifts and giving is only going to get $50. Normally we get $150, but I put $50 in last month to cover the March 1st birthdays, and then I put $50 into household to cover my house cleaning. So it's only going to get $50 this month. I'm going to do my very, very best to stick to that. I don't have any more birthdays coming up. Both birthdays were on March 1st. So hopefully I will be able to stick to this. And then household, I'm putting $100 of it toward what I already spent. So instead of $150, it's only going to be getting $50 in the month of March. And I don't think I have anything planned for, I don't have anything that I really need. I do need paper towels, but Nathan and I will split that. I'm good on toilet paper. I just bought laundry detergent and dishwasher pods and all that stuff. And I don't think I have any air filters that are auto shipping this month. So I should be good on this. We'll see. There's always something that pops up, but I can cover it from groceries. I should be good on this. So that's my plan. I regret nothing. It may not have been the wisest decision, but I really needed to do that. So let's fill now. If you're new, hi. This was all unusual. I don't normally start with a giant overspend like that, but if you use YNAB, you should cover your overspending first. Because, and I've heard it explained on, somebody commented on Nikki, who is Midlife Adulting. Somebody commented on hers and explained it as, that's money you've already spent. So you need to cover that money. And I like that way of explaining it. I'd never thought of it that way. I've just always been told to do it that way. And I like that thinking, especially if it's red. If you spent it cash, which I did, I Venmo'd them that money. So that was cash. It wasn't on a credit card. I needed to cover that spending because I spent it. So anyway, start with your overspending, and especially if it's cash spending. If it's on a credit card, you can get away with leaving it, but then you're going to accumulate credit card debt, and you have to be okay with that. I'm not. I do have some debt, but it's all interest free, and I am actively working on paying it off. My Texel card, for example. The only way I can really, really, really maintain my interest free and my no debt is with this YNAB. And I highly recommend it if you are looking for a budgeting system. There is a link in my description box below where you can try it out for 34 days, completely free, completely risk-free. Click that link, you sign up for it. This is my budget. Yours won't look like this. It will be much simpler. I set it up like this, and it took me a couple of tries to get it to where it works for me. It's 100% customizable. You'll set it up, play around with it, see if you like it. If you don't, you just stop logging in and it goes away, and they don't sneakily charge you if you forget to cancel. You just stop logging in. If you do like it and you sign up for it, you get an additional 30 days for free when you've signed up for it. So you'll end up with 64 days for free, and then they send me an additional 30 days for free as a thank you, which is why I don't have to pay it until next year. And then you love it so much, and I guarantee you if you've decided to sign up for it, you will love it so much that you will tell other people about it, and then they will use your link, and then you will get a couple of months for free as well. And it's fantastic. But it is now 7:36, and I have a ton to budget, and so I'm going to stop rambling and start budgeting. Every week, I give myself $50 for dining out, $125 for groceries, $80 for ecclesial expenses, $25 for coffee. I give myself $15 for fun money. Every week I give myself $80. I do not give myself $80. I give myself $25 for gas every time I get a paycheck. Since this is a paycheck week, I'm putting $25 in here. And I did drive up to the hospital to see my great niece yesterday, so I only have a half tank, but I don't know that I'm going to be driving again before I get another paycheck. Maybe we'll go celebrate my mom's birthday. Who knows at this point? And then self-care gets $25 every paycheck as well. And that is all that I am going to be budgeting up here. I save my great nephews and now my great niece. I save their ages every week as well, every paycheck. So my great nephew Joe is 2 years old. I save $2 every single week. Since I am paid bi-weekly, that is $4 every single paycheck. So I'm going to save $4 for him today. Baby Jet, is 2. So I save $2 a week, which is, he is 1. Oh my goodness, I'm making stuff up. He is 1. So I save $1 a week, which is $2 a paycheck. And sweet Ellie is 2 days old. I haven't created a target for her. I need $1 a week by Friday. And I am going to save $2 for her. She is going to get $2 every single paycheck now. My sweet little girl. She's starting her paycheck. So I'm just going to save their ages from now until they turn 18. And when they turn 18, this money is in a high yield savings account, my Ally account. When they turn 18, I'm going to hand them this money. This is for them to decide what they want to do with it. If they want to take a vacation, if they want to put it toward their college tuition, if they want to put it toward, honestly, by the time these children are 18, this isn't going to be very much money, but it'll be something. Toward a car, toward a house, toward, I don't know, at this point, maybe a couch. Who knows what this money will cover, but it will be something. And I'll hand it to them. So I'm saving for them. And that is just something I decided I wanted to do. And fortunately, I decided when they were young enough to where I don't have to play catch up. I know that a couple of other people are doing the same thing for their nieces and nephews, and they're having to play catch up. So if you decide you want to do it, I hope you do. It is super fun and super rewarding to be able to save for people that you love. Okay, that is all I have for February. I'm going to flip into March, and so I can fund March things. Pet expenses. I do still have one dog and one cat. I did mention that I lost a dog, but I do still have one dog and one cat. And so for pet expenses every month, I give myself $75 for dog food and cat food. My cat is an indoor-outdoor cat. He mainly potties outside. I do sometimes need litter, but he doesn't use very much litter. But I do have a litter box. But I don't spend a lot of money on that. I've already filled household YouTube expenses. I put $20 in here just in case I need anything for stickers or pens or related to expenses for this channel. I put $40 in stuff I forgot to budget for to cover any small overspends, like if I go over by a couple of dollars in my groceries or in my dining out or something like that. Reimbursable expenses, I don't put anything in this. This is in case I pay for anything and somebody's going to be paying me back. This is like a holding category. Like the other night, my friend came up and because I was doing her taxes, so she paid for dinner. I ordered it so that it would be here when she got here, and then she just paid me back for it. So that is what that category is for. Best Buy is a no interest card that I have this laptop on. I pay $40 a month for that. That is a bill that is due on the 1st. My mom's car insurance is $116.92. I am still paying that monthly. I think I'm going to continue to pay that monthly until my insurance is 6 months ahead, which should be in the next 6 months. And then I'll do the same thing I'm doing for my insurance, for my mom's insurance. I'll pay it all at once and then save up while I'm paying that off, if that makes sense. That way I'm not trying to do both at the same time. Let me see how my finances look after I pay off my American Express, if I can do it, if I can do both at the same time. Aflac is my supplemental cancer insurance. That is $37.57. That is all that I have to pay out of this check. My budgets go from a Friday to a Thursday. So I am budgeting from today the 28th through next Thursday the 6th. So I'm only going to be covering the bills that go from the 28th through the 6th. My next bill is, I don't have to pay this one, y'all. I paid my insurance. I can hide this. Hang on, I'm so excited. Let me go in here and go to this one. No, that's my mom's. Where's my Progressive? I think my Progressive was on PayPal. I think I have PayPal. Progressive. I can delete this. And I can hide. And again, I have to move me. I can hide my insurance because I paid my insurance all at once. If you do have YNAB, I highly recommend, if you pay off a credit card or if you cancel a subscription or if you pay your car insurance all at once instead of maybe I shouldn't hide it. Maybe I should adjust this to be a 6 months. I'm gonna leave this here and I'm gonna say I can get my 6 month category. I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna adjust this. But anyway, what I was gonna say is if you right click, you can hide. Don't delete, because if you delete it, it will remove all of the expenses, all of the payments that you've put toward it. It will take it off of your reports. It's going to wreak havoc on the money that you've assigned to that category. Just hide it. It will not show up in your categories and won't look for all your targets will be like inactivated, but it won't wreak havoc with everything. So anyway, I'm just going to leave it there for right now, but I am going to inactivate the target. So that it's not looking for money anymore. Okay. Anyway, that's all I'm looking for. Okay, my mom's utilities. I am putting $100 here. This is for my mom's natural gas. It has been very, very cold here in Central Texas. My mom lives in the country and has a propane tank. They fill it at 20%. It was at 35% last time I looked. And so I want to I normally put $50 a month in here, but I want to beef it up a little bit so that if they come out, I am prepared for this. Gifts and giving I already did. Holiday giving, I put $100 a month toward Christmas shopping. That way I can start doing some holiday shopping. The Renaissance Fair opens this weekend. I am not going to be going out tomorrow since it is my bestie's daughter's birthday tomorrow, and I'm going to be going up and celebrating that. But I will probably be going out there next weekend, and that is where I like to buy a lot of handcrafted, one-of-a-kind gifts. So I want to get this, be sure to beef this up so I can start buying Christmas presents when I am out there. Household I already filled. Taxes, I am going to be putting $10 away a month for taxes, so that way next year I can have money saved for my tax prep software. And stuff I forgot to budget for, I already did all of those. Self-care, gas, YouTube expenses, and pet expenses. Okay, so now what I have to do are all of my sinking funds. I feel like I'm all over the place today because I've bounced back and forth with that overspending. My sinking funds, these are where you set aside just a little bit of money every month so that when you have a large expense come up, you're prepared for it. Some of these are annual fees for credit cards. Some of these are annual subscriptions. I guess I should move my insurance down here. It's a 6-month subscription, not an annual fee, but now that I'm going to be paying it every 6 months, I should move it down here. So I have these set up in YNAB. You set up targets, you tell it how much you want by when, and it will tell you how much every month you need to set aside, or every week, depending on what you've told it, how often you told it you want to set aside money. So for car maintenance, I've told it that I want to set aside $25 every month. I have a new car, so really I'm paying toll bills and getting car washes with this money. I set aside $25 for new clothes because, as I've mentioned, I am on a health journey, so eventually I'm going to need new clothes. My clothes are very, very big for me right now, but they fit me, so I'm not buying new clothes because I don't want to have a bunch of in-between size clothes. Vacation, I put away $25 a month for vacation. Passport renewal, $1.77, so when my passport renewal is due, I will have some money. I don't put anything in no judgment spending. That's kind of like my reimbursable or overspending. If I get a wild hair and want to go shopping, I kind of pull from other categories, kind of like I did this morning for my my house cleaning. I'll pull from other categories, see where I have extra money, put it in there, and then I'll go shopping out of that category. I don't do it like really ever, but it's there in case I need it. Mission Lane is a credit card that has an annual fee. I put $4.54 a month away for here. My mom's birthday dinner, I put $25 a month away, and that way when it is time to celebrate my mom's birthday, in theory, we will go out for my mom's birthday dinner. If she is not horribly ill and one of the grandkids is not in the middle of having a baby, we will go celebrate my mom's birthday and have a dinner, and I would like to be able to pay for that. We have not done that yet. My mom's birthday was on the 23rd. Amazon Prime, I split this with my roommate, and this is me saving for my half of the annual fee. Walmart Plus, I have a subscription for this. It is $9.23 a month that I save. Another credit card with an annual fee, it's only $3.25 a month. My gym membership has a monthly fee and then for some reason also an annual fee. I don't know why, but I do love my gym. So I'm happy with it. I am a Planet Fitness member, and I would never have thought that I would love going to the gym. I do. I love it. So I'm happy with it. I have a group of friends that typically meets every Thursday. I didn't go yesterday because of going to see my sweet Ellie. So I missed it last night, but I go most Thursdays. I go some Thursdays. I have been so bad about going lately. A lot of it has been due to my mental health and everything going on, and I've just been mentally exhausted. But hopefully I can start going more now. But anyway, when there's a birthday, we normally pick one Thursday a month to celebrate whoever's birthdays are in that month, and we'll do one cake. So once a year, everybody contributes $20, and then we'll use that money to buy cakes for whoever's birthday is that month. Anyway. Editing software is the software that I use to make these videos. I save an amount of money, $5.57 every single month to put toward my editing software. And that way when the annual subscription is due, I can pay it. Costco is $5.34 a month that I save. Thank you again to whoever reminded me that that membership went up because I wasn't paying attention. Registration, I save $5 a month. My registration won't be due until 2026 because I bought a new car in 2024. So it comes with a 2-year registration in Texas. YNAB, I did not have, Find Me Gluten Free is $1.93. That's an app. I have celiac disease. If you're new and not familiar with me, hi, I have celiac disease. So I use this app to find places when I'm out and about that I can safely eat, that other people have rated. Because not only do I have to have food that doesn't have gluten in it, I have to look at their cross-contamination as well, because that's something, if you're not eating gluten-free because of like a sensitivity, like if you're celiac, you have to watch out for cross-contamination as well, like fryers and stuff, which seems ridiculous that hot oil doesn't kill gluten. Like my brain feels like it should, but it doesn't. So I have to watch out for stuff like that. And this app helps me find places like that. Anyway, YNAB was full, so I don't have this on my budget for today to cover. I need $5.56. I'm going to add that. I'm going to add that to today. $5.56 YNAB. $5.56. I guess that's going to be something I have to start budgeting again for the next couple of months until I fill it back up. Not a big deal. $5.56 a month I can do. I've already done the babies savings, so the only other thing I have to do today is my emergency fund. I am going to be saving $50 every single month toward my emergency fund. I am bound and determined to have this emergency fund to at least $2,000 by the end of the year. Y'all, I have like $120 more than my plan said I should have, and I'm not sure what I skipped. I filled everything. I did my mom's utilities. Let me just make sure. I did mom's utilities. Did I do mom's? Yeah, I did mom's utilities. I did gifts and giving, but I only did 50 because that's what I was supposed to do. Holiday giving, I did 100. Household, I only did 50 because I put the rest of it in the last month. Where's household? Yep. Taxes, stuff I forgot. I did all of this. Let me go back to February. Okay. Dining out got 50. Groceries got 125. This button right here will show you what you just assigned. Collegial got 80. Coffee got 25. Fun money got 15. Gas doesn't... Oh, I didn't put gas money. Well, there's something. Okay, gas got 25 just now. Self-care got 25. Pet expenses got filled in March, hopefully. Pet expenses got filled in March. Household got filled in March. I don't know. I'm not mad that I have an extra $100. I'm confused that I have an extra $100. I'm sure I will find it when I am editing, but it is almost 8 o'clock and I have to go to work. So I'm going to stop this here. All right, y'all. If you see where I made a mistake, let me know. Otherwise, I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend and a wonderful week ahead. Let me know if you have anything exciting coming up in March, and I will talk to y'all later. I love you. Bye.